Good, everybody. Hope you're all having a good day. Back with another video. This time I'll be doing my episode 3 review of WandaVision. Briefly, I want to talk about if you haven't seen my previous video on WandaVision episode 1 and 2, please feel free to check that out. But to give a brief context on how I'm feeling after those first two episodes, like I said in my review, I liked the two episodes, but I'm still kind of underwhelmed. This is different. What we're getting with WandaVision is something different that we're getting from Marvel. Like from the movies and everything, we're expecting like hard hitting action just to hit the ground running immediately. But for this, they're kind of taking a different approach to it. It's more, I guess you could say, psychological thriller, suspense, kinda. That's kind of the lane that they're in right now. I guess other series we're gonna get more action stuff that we're used to from Marvel, but I don't have a problem with the way that they're going, but the whole sitcom thing, it can't last more than 4 episodes. After 4 episodes of seeing the sitcom stuff, most people are probably gonna check out because it hasn't really hit the ground running yet. So going into episode 3, I was hoping that they would kind of get the ball rolling a little bit, and for the most part, they did that. So as we end on episode 2, Wanda ends up getting pregnant. Her and Vision they kiss, and then we finally get some color. The only other color we've seen in the episode was let me see, blood from Dottie when she crushed that glass in her hand, and then the Iron Man esque like helicopter that Wanda found. But let's see. Yeah, we finally get color, and then start off the episode, which I think was really cool. They're still with the whole sitcom thing, but the opening for episode 3 was actually for Brady Bunch. I got that immediately when I saw it, and I love the Brady Bunch theme song. I wasn't really that fond of the show, or I really didn't watch the show that much when I was younger, but I love the Brady Bunch theme song. It's just something about it it's just catchy and makes you feel good. So that's the kind of the intro that we got here. It had this whole Brady Bunch feel. You'll get that immediately once you see it. You'll know what I'm talking about. But immediately after that, we go to WandaVision in their house. This is the first episode in full color, by the way. We go to that. They're talking to the doctor about Wanda's pregnancy and how far along she is, and it's still kind of weird. Like Vision is a he's a we know that she created these with her powers because Vision is an android. He's not completely well, he's not human at all. He's just an posing as a human, and it's just weird, man. But we know she created these kids. This pregnancy is not normal. She's like getting pregnant at a very fast and alarming rate, and they're joking with the doctor, saying stuff like when a man and woman love each other and stuff. It was really funny, but it's not hidden for me. At this point I'm still kind of underwhelmed, but I'm enjoying the episode so far. Anyway, the doctor he ends up leaving, telling Vision that he has a him and his wife are going to Bermuda for a vacation, which is kind of interesting since Bermuda is this like it's this isolated location where people they go in but they don't come out, which is kind of it's interesting because that's what Westview is right now. People are in that they're secluded within Westview, but they can't leave, they can't get out, and Wanda is the reason for that. Um but yeah, he wants to go on a vacation with his wife, so he ends up leaving. When Vision comes back, Wanda is even huger, like she's at 6 months pregnant. And I'm just like, what? And that was his thing too. And then her powers are she can't really focus and control her powers because of the pregnancy. And so the next few minutes it just shows Wanda and Vision, I guess just getting ready for parenthood. And Vision goes outside and he talks to Herb. Herb is looks like he's cutting the hedges, but he's cutting uh I guess you could say the wall that separates his house from Vision's house. He's just going through it with that cutter, and Vision mentions it to him. Oh yeah, you're right, buddy. He keeps on going. So Vision is starting to see that something is definitely not right here. Wanda is her power. Like I said, her powers are going haywire. They in their nursery room, the little butterflies that are above the crib turn into actual butterflies, and one of them goes on Vision's nose, and she ends up taking it off. But she just can't really control her powers at this moment. There's another instance where they're in the kitchen, and she starts having contractions. Our powers goes off again, and they're running and scrambling, and they turn all of the power off for the whole neighborhood. It's really weird to see. It gets to the point where Wanda, her water breaks, which what I thought was interesting was it started raining in the house when her water broke, which is it's interesting. Um, she starts to um she starts to feel like she's giving birth, and she tells Vision to go get the doctor. And so he leaves, and he uses his powers and runs to go get the doctor. Um, as he's doing that, the doctor who was about to go on vacation, his car just suddenly stops. He can't go anywhere, and that goes along with he can't leave unless Wanda wants him to leave or eats him out of there. He's not going anywhere. Him, his wife, anybody, nobody can leave without her permission. Is what I'm really getting here. So Vision goes to get the doctor, uses his powers, by the way, to get him and just run right back to where Wanda is. As Wanda's going through everything, Geraldine enters the scene, talking, and they have a fun interaction. Wanda's trying to control her powers as well as trying to hide the fact that she's pregnant, but eventually she can't do it, and Geraldine was like, "You're pregnant?" And then she starts giving birth. She gives birth to the first baby, and Vision finally arrives with the doctor. Um, as he arrives, he says that he missed it. She Geraldine and the doctor, they go into the kitchen to give Vision some time to spend with his family. Wanda asks him, does he want to see his son as himself? And then he transforms back, and then the first son is um it's Tommy, the name that Wanda wanted for a boy. Well, or was it? No, it was Billy. Billy was the name that Wanda wanted for a son, and Vision wanted Tommy. So they're they're around their firstborn. They're so excited and stuff, and then Wanda, she starts going to contractions again for the second baby. Vision's here for this one. They have another baby. The doctor says they're two healthy boys. He ends up leaving, saying, well, he ends up leaving and Vision's with him, and Vision says good luck on his trip, and then the doctor says, you know what, I decided I'm not gonna go on the trip. Small towns, you don't really leave and all that kind of stuff, hinting again that something is up, and he's looking like, what's going on right now? Then you see Agnes and Herb conversing, talking about Geraldine being in the house, and Vision, he actually talks to them, and they tell him that Geraldine is she's not who she says she is. She's not from there. She has no family, no husband, no home. She's just there. And he's asking like, what do you mean? And then you go back to Wanda and Geraldine. Wanda is she gets her accent back, and she starts singing in Sokovia, and she talks about Pietro, her brother, and stuff. And then Geraldine does the dumbest thing that you could ever do. Why would you do this? We all know that Geraldine is Monica Rambeau, and that she works for Sword. So why she would do this, it doesn't really click with me. It's so stupid. She mentions that Pietro was killed by Ultron, wasn't he? And then Wanda gets this look in her eyes like, who are you? How do you know that? Wanda is pissed. Like I said in my review, she wants to leave the past in the past. She doesn't want to remember the bad, horrible things that have happened to her in the span of, I guess, like 5 years or so, or however much time it took for Her brother end up getting killed. Her parents gone. Losing vision. Getting snapped away from existence. All that kind of stuff. She doesn't want to remember that anymore. And Geraldine, Monica, just threw that completely out the window. So, Vision, he's outside wondering what's going on, and Agnes tells Herb not to say anything more, and she ends up leaving, and Vision goes back to his house. Herb he refuses to say anything more to Vision, and he just walks back to his back to his home. What happens next? Vision he goes into the house. Wanda is just looking at her two boys. She just has this sadistic look on her face, like she just oh man, it's such a missed opportunity for this to just keep this at PG. I really wanted to see her torture Monica and get the answers that she wanted, and then yeet her out of Westview. It's such a missed opportunity, man. Like at least PG-13. That would have been perfect. But anyway, he asked Wanda where's Jordan. He's like, oh, she just had to leave, and he's just looking weird, like what the hell is going on here? Because Wanda multiple times has used her powers. When Vision gets close to figuring something out, she wipes his memory or replays the scene or something like that. So it shows Wanda as the TV starts to, or the screen starts to pan out, and then you see a sign of Westview. You see this portal open up, and you see Monica just yeet it right out of Westview, like get the hell out of here. Which I thought was funny. Then you see all of the I guess the members of Sword. You see all these vans and everybody pulling up to Monica and everything. You see the helicopters in the sky. You actually see like this force field like barrier around Westview, and that's really how it ends. Another thing that I don't think I mentioned this before, but these episodes are shorter, and then you have these 8-minute credits. From end credit scenes, what we're used to with Marvel is they give us a little nugget of what's gonna happen next. So like as far as movies and stuff go. What I predict in these next few episodes, or maybe the last episode of WandaVision, we're gonna get that. Like right now, nobody wants to watch these 8-minute credits because it really means nothing. We're not gonna get like what we're used to from Marvel for those end credit scenes with an end credit scene because it doesn't seem like they're there. But I think either episode 4 or maybe 9, we actually are gonna get that, which I think is smart. You build up this expectation of, oh, I'm not gonna watch all of these credits because it's not gonna lead anything to the end. If they do that, that's really smart, really strategic as well. But yeah, as far as episode 3 goes, I enjoyed it. I'm not quite as overwhelmed as I was with the first 2 episodes. I feel like they're finally getting the ball rolling like I wanted them to. I hope that I hope the sitcom stuff either it ends now or it ends in episode 4, because after that I might be starting to get that overwhelming feeling again, and it might become double. Um, But yeah, that's my review of WandaVision episode 3. I'm looking forward to episode 4. Hopefully, the sitcom stuff ends soon. It's okay. It was okay for the first few episodes with the jokes and stuff, but it's starting to get old real fast. So I'm needing to kick it into high gear, and that's it. Peace. Y'all have a wonderful day.